Turret Engineers versus Imitation game. My turret engineers are only level 1, so I'm bringing 2 boats of Dr. Vitamin and armor engraving to help them survive. Can I beat all 7 stages with this troop combination? Let's find out. The first stage is threat 23. I'm gonna drop all these turret engineers and I hope that the vitamins can heal all the damage, because armor also reduces a lot of the damage, so that should be enough to keep our turret engineers alive. And I'm also have to clear all the mines because I think health is so low that they're gonna get taken out by just 1 mine. Okay, we're going somewhat quickly through the base. I think I might try to take out these critter launchers, as they are gonna slow down our troops a lot. Maybe shock some of these shock launchers. I mean, this base has no building health or building damage, so this should not be a challenge even with the level 1 turret engineers. And there's so many turrets. You don't even have to use any GB abilities. Yeah, we can shock these critter launchers. I think the critter launchers are really the most dangerous thing, because they keep throwing those critters and that makes those turrets retarget all the time, so they're not really firing at something. Yeah, I think there's Zukas in this bunker. That's so crazy, so many turrets. It would be cool to know how many they are, because I don't want to count all of them. So the next level has some building health and building damage statues. I think it's just that the base needs to have those statues, otherwise there's no building health or building damage boost. Yeah, the boost is already at 45%, I think it was. Yeah, let's hope it doesn't get too high. Let's see how our turret engineers are doing against this stage again. Let's try to take out these critter launchers. This one also. Also have no idea what troops are in those bunkers. Try to watch them. They're grenadiers, that's gonna be an issue. But so far it doesn't look like there's anything in there. It's some cryoneers, it looks like. Keep clearing the mines now. I lost 1 turret engineer somewhere. And this time the base has more building damage, so we don't have that many turrets on that base. We keep taking out those critter launchers. I think they're the biggest threat. Maybe spawn their critter. I think Sparky is the best hero for this. Not really a strategy, but for this combination. Because you also spawn some distraction with those critters. And now the base is getting overwhelmed. Almost all the defenses are gone. Just a few rocket launchers left. And so many turrets all over the base. And that was the last defense. So we're also beating threat 24. And this base has again no defensive statues, so this should be very easy. And I didn't even have to use a GB ability in the solo attack and I ended up with 279 GB. And that's crazy. Maybe we found the new OP strategy. Yeah, this base actually looks a bit stronger. Again, building health and building damage statues. I'm gonna shock that in the beginning. I'm not sure what's in those bunkers actually. Okay, just some cryoneers. They're not gonna do something to our turret engineers. And want to clear a few of the mines. Like, the turrets can also clear most of the mines, but not the ones where there are no defenses. Oh, that's so many turrets. Yeah, but unfortunately these turrets are just ramped up in one spot and then they're kind of useless for the remaining attack. You can throw another 2 critters. That hotbot is just melting those turrets. I think we might have to shock it. Yeah, why not? 1 shock. Almost have about 100 GB. So far the time is also not an issue. Even with about 50% building health after half of the time. After 2 minutes we're basically already at that quarter. Yeah, just chaos on this base with all the turrets. I can really see where the defenses were. There are just a lot of turrets in a few places, and then when there's no defenses, there are no turrets. Well, this is one of the bases that I'm a bit afraid about. 100% of both building health and building damage, and a shield generator. Yeah, luckily you can take it out with a critter, and maybe to get some GB you're gonna throw a critter in the back. There are no defenses, so we can easily gain some GB. And a shark is okay. I lost one turret engineer right in the beginning. At least they should be able to clear the mines. Yeah, I'm gonna have to throw there a few sharks. Maybe even try to artillery some of the critter launchers. Yeah, but the turrets are not really able to build up right now. Try for another shark. Hope that slows down those critter launchers. I think I'm gonna help them with the barrage on this one. I really don't want to fail this stage. At least those critters in the back gave us a good amount of GB. But now we need at least one shark. Yeah, this is just the issue with those critter launchers. They're all shooting at these critters, and they're not taking out the defenses. Hopefully they can, on this right side, overwhelm those defenses a little bit. Okay, and I think now we're getting somewhere. Do another shot quickly. I think now we got that base. At least I hope so. At least the critter launchers are gone. But we also lost actually only one turret engineer. Yeah, not that bad actually. Just can't lose more troops. I think now we broke through the base. I don't know if there's a defense next to this shield gen, so I'm gonna drop a critter and hope that takes it out. Because there's no way we're gonna be able to work through that shield. I think that was like an 800,000 shield. And we only have 1 minute left. So this might even get close. I think very important that I have armor. Because otherwise I would have lost a lot of the turrets to those rocket launchers and shark launcher. Okay, there we got the shield. Okay, that took some time. But yeah, just once we managed to break through those critter launchers, that's when it turned and allowed us to finish that base. Even quite comfortably with still 40 to 30 seconds left. And again, a lot of turrets. Close stage, but we got it. And also if you want to see more troop combinations, maybe some serious troop combinations, maybe more troop combinations like this one, let me know in the comments which one I should use next. And I highly appreciate it if you use code Kaktus in the shop. And let's continue with the last two stages. And this base again, 0 building health and building damage. So from 100% to 0% in just one stage. So it doesn't really make sense, but okay. Drop the turret engineers. Maybe one shark to make sure those turrets have enough time to land. And now it's just again a walk in the park through that base. No defense that's gonna be able to take us out. Just gonna remove these critter launchers. And then it's game over for this base. (112% building health and 165% building damage. It's even more than this stage 27. And this one has also, I think, 3 prototypes. We might not be able to defeat this stage. Drop all our troops. I'm just gonna use a few smokes. Try to get to the back. Yeah, I hope that these vitamins are also going to follow. At least I should have enough GB to get to the back. Go for one more smoke, and then I'm gonna just chuck that rocket launcher because I don't want it to take out all our turrets. Okay, and let's clear from here. Actually, we only need to spawn a few turrets here, I think, because they're gonna take out everything. Actually, this should be really nice. That our turret engineers are getting damaged a little bit, so they can get sped up by the vitamins. That should speed up our attack. Yeah, I think this might not be looking that bad right now. Because back here there's not that many defenses. But I don't know if this laser beam can one-shot our troops. I have no idea. Okay, it's really hard to see the turret engineers when they're behind the trees. Okay, this laser beam is one-shotting our troops. I don't know, I think this laser I think has about 70,000 health. I didn't look before. But I don't have enough GB I think to take that out. Because I think I'm just gonna have to keep it shocked. At least we have a lot of turrets. I think we should be able to get it. Yeah, I don't think there would have been a way to finish the whole base. Bit unfortunate. But we're gonna finish also this threat 29 with, yeah, basically just turret engineers. Also Vitamin and Sparky. And after 7 stages, I just have now 4 of the turret engineers left. So I used up all of them. I think that was 42 in total. So I can't do attacks like this too often. But it was definitely fun to use them. To see the whole base covered with the turrets. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.